Well, hello everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Let's Play Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. We're gonna go ahead and start our next mission and all that, because I decided I'll do like a long episode of doing missions and everything, and then every now and then I'll dedicate just an entire episode just to like doing the leveling up process, going around reading the Rubicus entries and all that, just so people who want to see just the main storyline and gameplay can do that, and then it'll be easier to skip past if you don't want to see all the little lore entries and stuff. That was just something I was doing yesterday because I wanted to play, and I want to record every time I'm playing this, but I also had to leave for errands and stuff at that point. So anyways, we've got 4 hours till mission time, so we're going to go ahead and go visit Mother. I'll still do the timed events in the main gameplay things, but we'll leave things like reading the Rubicus entries and all that to the shorter episodes. So we're gonna go ahead and head over to Sortie, where Mother's waiting for us. Oh, I don't know if this will affect the gameplay or not, but our HDMI cable is very beat up, so the entire TV screen just turned black and staticky. We'll give it a minute to hopefully fix itself. This would not be good if it happens during combat. Okay, hopefully that was not visible on the stream.
Why not take a break every now and then?
Surely you've already been briefed on participating in the SO system, haven't you? I trust that you'll make the right decision in the matter. After all, Mother specifically designed the program for Class 0. Aw, why thanks, Mother. So refusing to participate would be equivalent to spurning her kindness. Interesting. Thanks, Mother. I didn't know you made that. Welcome to Sorcerer, where we conduct research and development of all kinds of spells. Technically, this place is off limits to all unauthorized personnel, but the doctor has given you kids special permission. I've been charged with overseeing the top secret special orders, SO for short. The doctor designed this program with you kids in mind, but I need your consent before you can participate. The price of failure on these confidential orders is death, so bear that in mind. That said, the doctor feels this sort of challenge will contribute to your growth as cadets. Accepting these secret missions is a risky undertaking, so the choice is yours. Review incoming special order SO transmissions with whatever button that is. After confirming their contents, you may choose to decline with no penalty. However, if an SO is accepted, the penalty for failure is death. You can, however, avoid death by dodging 3 of the portals that appear. Earn rewards by completing these special tasks. SOs with red icons provide exceptional awards. Yes, always accept this. Always accept this to begin with, so you don't have to come back here and accept it later, because when these do come through on missions, you can decline them whenever you want, and you have to click on them to open them up in the first place. They're not going to interrupt you or anything. Even if you do fail these, it's pretty easy to skip the death penalty, like as it says in that 3 different portals will appear where you're standing and try to vaporize you. You can just dodge out of the way of them. So, receive beneficial status effects by accepting SOs. Completion earns awards, but the price of failure is death. Avoid death by dodging 3 of the portals that appear. Allow incoming SOs? Heck yeah, allow SOs. That's the spirit. I knew Class 0 would be up for the challenge. The doctor and I expect great progress from you. Good luck. SOs not only give you, as it says, beneficial status effects such as haste, protect, I think one of them maybe even gives you re-raise. I'm not sure about that particular one. But it'll give you stat buffs and all that while the thing is active, and it'll give you specific little mini tasks and challenges while you're facing things. So some of them are easier than others. Some of them you can literally just stand in place while the timer ticks down for don't take any damage for X amount of time, and for X amount of time you'll get this buff, and you've already cleared the area of enemies, so you can literally just stand in place, let that timer run through, and then you get the award. You also get bonuses on your mission grades for how many SOs you complete.
You look well.
Have you adjusted to your new life at academia, darling? As it were, I was hoping to have a little chat with you. Keep talking? Yes. This is going to use up 2 hours of our time to next mission. I'm sure you've been wondering why the 12 of you were unaffected by the crystal jammer. After all, the rest of the Dominion was completely helpless in the face of the device. You see, the Empire's jammer suppressed the vermilion bird crystal, the source of Rubum's magic, so by cutting off access to their lone lifeline, the legions were left utterly powerless. You children, however, are special. You derive your power from a different source. From where, you ask? Why, from your dear mother's love, of course. In any case, you darlings have absolutely nothing to worry about as long as I'm here. Do your best, and remember that I'm always watching over you. Thanks, Mother. Obtained a high potion.
You look well.
Remember, darling, your mother is always watching over you. Thanks, Mother. Okay, so we've got one more talking event we can go trigger. We can see if Moglin has any lessons for us. Otherwise, we'll run out to the forecourt and stuff and see if there's anybody for us to talk to. And while you're on these things, sometimes there will be more events that can be triggered than there are hours in the day. You don't have to worry too much because, like I said, this game is designed to be played multiple times. You can always get the events that you weren't able to trigger the first time around the second time. Don't you recognize my voice, Kupo? It's me, the Mubu who was giving you directions during the liberation, Kupo.
Kupo?
I think we made a pretty good team back then, don't you, Kupo? Looking forward to working with you, Kupo. Thanks, Hatskamine. Okay, so Moglin does not, or Hatskamine does not have any lessons for us just yet, so we will go out to the forecourt, / courtyard, whatever the heck you want to call it, and see if there's anybody for us to talk to out there. And then we will go do mission time. Does have any new dialogue for me? Nope. Okay, it looks like this is still blocked off. So we will just check out the other rooms real fast, because I know there's at least one more event we are meant to be doing, because this is like our tutorial for how to trigger the time to missions. So let's go to the armory. Okay, so we got somebody there. Nice.
What?
So we've got 2 newbies. Great. I was really hoping for more dead weight to slow me down on missions.
What's up?
The same goes for everyone else in this class. At least the rest of you can keep each other company while you're all 5 miles behind me.
Don't forget to train.
This is where the Dominion carries out all its research and development. No wonder this place is so quiet.
This isn't the time to chat.
The researchers hold tours here every once in a while, but I don't care about weapons. Sure, they shield you from the pain of hurting others, but they also numb your heart.
Don't forget to train.
So, that's 8's little philosophy and why he does hand-to-hand combat exclusively. Is that he does not want to become numb to the fact that he is indeed killing people. Why can't I seem to get the results I'm looking for? I couldn't have made a mistake in the formula, could I? What you got for me, dude? At ease, Cadet. This is the 6th Arms Lab, otherwise known as the Armory. We pride ourselves in being the exclusive developer and distributor of arms in the Dominion. Should you ever find yourself in need of equipment, don't hesitate to ask. So yeah, I can buy some stuff from him. Welcome, Cadet. I'm here to offer you only the finest weapons and accessories around. I'm telling you, you won't believe some of these deals. Seriously, they're unbelievable. Bye. And yes, like most Final Fantasy games, all of our player characters start out with a baseline weapon that's just the most basic thing possible. So pretty much anything that you can buy from a shop that says increases attack by blah, these are always going to be upgrades to whatever your baseline thing is. So go ahead, and we've only got 4.3k gil right now, so I'm going to buy this for Ace currently. And where are we at? We want to get Machina, an upgrade as well. And Rem. So there's my money. You will want to take the time, or at least do the secret training, which I'll show you later on whenever that opens up as an actual option for us, to make sure that you have, obviously, whoever your favorite person to play style-wise is at a nice level. You want to make sure everybody else is kind of around the same level, and make sure you're taking the time to go through and do the skill tree unlocks with everybody to make sure that when you have a boss fight or a scripted encounter where your player character party leader gets killed as a scripted event, that you actually can handle enemies with everybody else as well. And you also want to take the time to specifically make sure that Machina and Rem are also at very decent levels, and make sure they've got good equipment and abilities. You'll see why as we get there. I won't say anything else. I know almost everything that happens in this game. But the last time I played it was like 5 years ago, maybe 6 or 7, I don't remember. So yeah, I know a whole bunch of things about what happens in this game, but people have been unlocking cutscenes in other playthroughs that I haven't even seen yet, so some of it is going to be news to me, and I'll try to avoid specific spoilers for the storyline, so all of you watching this can enjoy the storyline the first time through. Okay, yeah, we're seeing who else has a thing for us. Ready room. It might be the terrace. I'm not sure why this is called the ready room when it's like a bar. You think this would be called the lounge? Oh, hello there, Kupo. I'm the Moogle in charge of Class 12. In a word, they're special, Kupo. I love my job, don't get me wrong, but my kids are so scattered, Kupo. By the time I can relay mission orders to them all, the cadets from the other classes are already out in the field. All the Moogle. HD might cut out again. I might have to adjust my screen settings so I can also see it on my computer screen. Hopefully this is not just turning up as a bunch of static for you all. Come on, HDMI, you can do it. Oh, green screen. That's a new one. Oh, TV's black. Okay, let me adjust my screen settings. Can I do that without? No, I think I'll have to do that later because I think it would interrupt the thing. So, you've heard about the 4 champions of Rurum, right? Rumor has it that Karasume is leading Class 0 now. You mean that serious-looking guy? Yeah, I know him. I wonder why he's always got that Tonberry with him, though. So who decided on these class colors, anyway? How did they figure hot pink was a good choice for Class 7? Well, I think they chose the colors based on each class's special characteristics, but I agree, they should have given the task of assigning colors to someone with a little more flair than the Cadet Master. So now Central Command is sending cadets into battle? I don't know about you, but I came here to become Agito, not to be tossed around as one of their weapons of war. So yeah, this is something I missed the first time through. Cadets are not meant to be soldiers or fighting in any battles or doing war. An Agito cadet is pretty much like it's pretty much just like a spiritual kind of quest to become an enlightened thing who's trained in both mind, body, and soul to become the Agito, aka the savior. It's kind of like it's a mythological thing that people aspire to, but it's pretty safe to say that nobody actually believes that they have a chance of actually literally becoming that, or that would be a necessary thing. Alright, time to chow down. They say an army marches on its stomach after all. What's the deal with this Sid Ulstein guy? How'd he get to be the Imperial Marshal or whatever? He took the reins right after the old Emperor went missing, didn't he? Doesn't sound like a coincidence if you ask me. I'm not saying he's a stand-up guy by any means, not after what he did in Lurica, but when it comes to warfare, the man definitely knows what he's doing. I'm not sure where our other event is. Let's go to the terrace. I feel like it's here. I know there's a few things that we can activate out here throughout the game. And we might see Karasume out here. Yes, I'm the Mughal in charge of Class 3rd, Kupo. Any more brilliant questions, Kupo? Here's a question for you. What is Class 0 going to contribute to the upcoming operation, Kupo? Are you going to help us suffer a less crushing defeat or something, Kupo? Oh, you're a pessimist. Class 1st used to run academia until its Class 0 kids showed up, you know. People may be singing Class 0's praises now, but they better not let it go to their heads. The Empire must have been preparing for quite some time to be able to raid so many of our key strongholds simultaneously. Who's to say that they aren't plotting another large-scale assault? We have to keep our wits about us. Ah, there we go. Machina! This is Machina, Rem, and 7, also known as White-Haired Lightning. Right, White-Haired Lightning. I would not be surprised if she actually uses Lightning's face from Final Fantasy 13. Machina! What you got for me?
Seems like I'm always running into you guys.
We are in the same class.
We're in the same class at the same academy. Of course we see a lot of each other.
Yeah, I know, but... Actually, I had no idea that Rem was even in the Dominion.
If only I had known you were here, Machina, I would have tried to get in touch with you. I would have. I can't believe we kept missing each other for 2 months.
You two actually knew each other before coming here?
Rem and I? We're from the same village.
We saw each other at a drill. I hadn't seen him for 7 years.
I knew it was you. You haven't changed.
Look at you. I was surprised by how tall you'd gotten, Machina. When we were back in the village, you were shorter than I was.
Yeah, like I said, you haven't changed.
I guess that means she used to make fun of his height all the time. What he also just said is very interesting to me on this playthrough, because it's been so long.
Oh,
Cutscene.
I have a special message on my comm.
Special message?
Yes. It appears that the Mughal is calling us all to a meeting.
So let's go back to the classroom and ask the Mogul what it's about.
Yes.
And, what's a comm again?
Oh, it was the name of the communicator that was issued to us. Crystal-Oriented Messaging Media is what the letters in comm stand for, or so I'm told.
Yeah, it's just going to be a running gag in this that things that don't need to be acronyms are acronyms. I can only imagine the person who just got to sit around in a room coming up with them for fun. But yeah, it's mission day. You don't have to worry about the cutscenes or anything. There's no countdown. You can still run around and do whatever you want. You just won't be able to activate cutscenes like that previous one. Did you get a look at what that white tigerless sea? Oh, sorry. Did you get a look at that white tigerless sea during the invasion? She was decent enough, but she's got nothing on our Lord Shiryu. I just like to see the Empire try to take on one of our Lissy. All I'm saying is that if you mess with the Vermilion Bird, you're gonna get burned. Oh, as I was saying before I got interrupted by that second cutscene. It's been so long since I played this that what Machina said to Rem, or about Rem, was very interesting world building wise. Because he said, I didn't even know Rem was in the Dominion. Which is weird, because they're both part of the Dominion. AKA the country that has the connection to the Vermilion Bird Crystal. So that implies that all the people who are connected to the Vermilion Bird Crystal are not directly part of the Dominion. So they're all in the same, I guess, geographical. There's probably another more specific term for geographical and I forget the technical term. Geographical and ethnic? That's not the correct term. Region that the Vermilion Bird Crystal is connected to, but there's different governments outside of the Dominion, which is very interesting. Because that means the whole factions, not species, or in this case, not ethnicities connected to one crystal thing. So that means there's more than just the Dominion who has people who are connected to the Vermilion Bird Crystal, but they control the Vermilion Bird Crystal, aka Academia. And I guess this is the capital city. So, interesting things, world building wise. Glad to see it too. Makes me very curious about how exactly what crystal you can connect to is decided in this world, which will probably get mentioned in one of the dozens, if not hundreds of Rubricus entries we will unlock later. Over here fast. We're gonna go ahead and save the game. And then I will be right back. I gotta go grab a bottle of water. Sorry, talking so much is thirsty work. Also, just as a completely random thing that's related to the fact that I just went and grabbed a bottle of water, if you're ever somebody who has ever scoffed and demanded to know, why aren't you just drinking tap water? That's so wasteful of money and the environment to be drinking bottled water. You've never lived anywhere that has forever chemicals officially contaminating the drinking water to the point that the entire city and or county has had to sue multiple mega corporations for damages for all of the pollutants that they've been secretly dumping into the local water sources for years now. And then we all know that's not going to go anywhere with who's currently president. And also just lead in the water lines, other contaminants that makes drinking water the most disgusting thing you've ever had in your mouth, with metallic aftertaste, tasting and smelling like salt. The list goes on. Not everywhere in the country, or let alone the world, has actual good modern drinking and tap water infrastructure. In fact, literally just very recently in France, people are literally on boil water notices and they're being told, do not drink your tap water. I don't think you're even supposed to be like maybe bathing in it, because they've just discovered how many forever chemicals are contaminating this one specific region in France. So yeah, it's not just the US either, it's everywhere. If you're privileged enough to have tap water that is safe to drink, let alone bearable to drink, share that with everybody, because not everybody does, and literally everywhere we've ever lived has had the most disgusting tap water possible. This one, where we currently are, like, you can kind of disguise it a little bit if you're making hot drinks like tea, but as soon as that cools down,
At ease.
it's the worst thing you've ever had, and you can't drink it at cold or room temperature, even with flavor packets and stuff, because that metallic taste will just come right through. You have received your first marching orders from Central Command. Don't make that face. Your fellow cadets will be there to provide backup if needed. Activate backup settings to receive support from academia and reduce the damage allies take. However, support personnel casualties will be tallied as part of your mission grade. There's no shame in calling for backup if it helps you complete your objective. Your mission is as follows. And then, well, this is the one we read before in the second thing, but after the virtual annihilation of its forces in the Imperial invasion, Rubrum decides to conscript cadets into the military and send them to battle. The Dominion forms an elite unit. Sorry, I got the hiccups now. The Dominion forms an elite unit of cadets who will recapture McTighe, located on the outskirts of Academia. Central Command selects Class 0 to be part of this operation, marking their first time experiencing real combat. And the date is Aqui, I don't know what the full month is, 21st, 842, the cadet's first employment. Mission level 12. Proceed through the main gate and toward your destination. Once you've completed your objective, return directly to Academia. I expect great things of you. Don't disappoint me. May the crystal guide you. Dismissed. Yep. We don't need to buy... Ooh, we can talk to everybody, though.
What's up?
The Empire took nearly everything from us. Our peace of mind, our memories. What they did was unforgettable.
Let's do it.
I'm not fighting for revenge, though. I'm fighting to keep them from taking anything else away from us. Cough, cough, cough. I can't believe we're already going on our first assignment together. I suppose now's the time to put everything I learned at Academia to good use.
What's the matter?
Get ready. I'll sure show you what I can do, I will. Yeah, Rem has a rather unique, old-fashioned way of talking as part of her little characterization thing. Because they do at least make all these characters unique and memorable, have memorable traits. They're not just a wall of names like they are when you first start.
We can do it.
I must admit that I'm a bit nervous about our first mission as Class 0.
Is something the matter?
I'm certain, though, that the 14 of us will be just fine as long as we work together as a team.
Hey, how you doing?
So, are we just letting anyone join Class 0 now, or what? We should at least be testing newbies to see if they can keep up with the rest of us.
Hey!
Then again, all any of you really need to do is watch what I do and follow my lead. Geez, setting an example for everyone else is hard work. I just realized I've been forgetting to actually say their names as they're talking, so you can get to know their personalities. Oh well. So that's Machina, Rem, Deuce, and Cater. You'll notice that everybody in our player character group is named after cards or numbers. That's a specific thing. That's part of
What's the matter?
plot. Queen says, a number of cadets have been complaining that we rode into academia on Mother's coattails, but now we have the opportunity to prove just how capable we truly are. They can insult us as much as they like, so long as they leave Mother out of it. Any affront to her would be simply inexcusable.
Hello.
Sink says, it's such a bummer that we can't use the secret Eidolon anymore. It was super duper top secret or something though, so it's super duper lucky we got to summon it.
Can I help you?
Wouldn't it be great if Eidolons like that just grew on trees? Then we could summon them anytime and make them do whatever we want, like clean our rooms.
Hello.
Don't forget to train.
8 says, I can't wait to get out there in the field. The early chocobo gets the greens, as they say.
This isn't the time to chat.
We want to make sure we get off to a good start, though. Make sure you understand the mission before you head out. Always good advice.
Leave this to me.
We're on
Hi,
our
Jack.
way.
Feeling good?
Jack says, Aw, they're sending off on another mission already? It feels like it was only yesterday when we were fighting in the Liberation. We
Yeah?
quite literally were. All we do is mission, study, mission, study, mission, study. What's the point of being Agito Cadet if we can't have a little fun once in a while?
What's up?
Sight says, did they start mass-producing Class Zero's Crimson Capes? I mean, I can't think of any other reason why a certain dynamic duo would be wearing them.
Hey.
If Academia's little watchdogs want something to look at, then just leave it to me. I'll show them what it really means to be worthy of wearing our mantle. So I guess the entire time we've been raised by Mother, we've been wearing the red capes, even before we were actually officially titled as Class Zero. Or maybe she called us Class Zero the whole entire time? That's an interesting premise.
How may I enlighten you?
Trey says, what a pity that our life armlet shattered during the Liberation. Would that Mother were able to imbue all of our accessories with such power.
I'm busy. Please make it quick.
Then again, perhaps we ought to rather strive towards becoming strong enough that we need not rely on such special devices in order to survive. Yeah, we didn't demonstrate that during the first mission, but Mother had given us special accessories that had the re-raise status. So during the first mission, you are safe to die as many times as you want. You won't get a game over, but it will affect your missions.
You okay?
In a way, or 7 says, in a way, I'm thankful that the Empire brought out that crystal gem. It opened my eyes to just how much the Dominion depends on the crystal.
Hey.
Without the power of the crystal, Ruin was left utterly helpless. Maybe we'll be better off trying to become more independent.
What?
Hey, you! We've got that mission briefing or whatever, right? Make sure you remember all the important stuff for me. Got it, yo?
Hey, you eat yet?
I don't care about all the boring details. Just break it down for me and let me start breaking some skulls, yo.
What is it?
You ready to move out? Then let's get marching, King says. If not, hurry it up. We got marching orders. You notice everybody does have their little, self-chosen seats. So you can see, based on just personality alone, instead of everybody sitting at the front of the class, like if you were an actual organized thing, we got King in the back, lounging, not even looking towards the front. Machina, Rem, Deuce, and Cater. Machina, Rem, Deuce, Cater, Queen, Sink, and 8 all sit close to the front because they are actually trying to listen, but they are mostly sitting apart from each other. 8 specifically doesn't want to sit next to Sink and Queen. Well, meanwhile, Rem, Deuce, and Cater are happy to sit together, and Machina is off to the side, so he can still sit next to Rem without taking up the spot in between Rem and the other Class 0 cadets. Trey apparently doesn't want to sit next to the girls, but he does still want to sit relatively close to the front, so he's sitting behind Queen. We got 7 there, 3 rows back, completely by herself. Same thing with Sice over here. She's sitting even further away, not centered. And then we got Jack, who is Jack of all trades card name. He's kind of like the lighthearted Joker guy. He's all the way over there also by himself. 9 does not give a crap about anything, which is why he's sitting on top of the chair with his feet on the desk. He just doesn't pay attention to class at all or really particularly care. And then we got King off in the corner. I can't remember where Ace sits, but at some point I'll actually just do that now before we go up on mission. So we can see where Ace fits into this little scheme. You're already our active leader, so let's go as Machina. And we can see where Ace sits. Just for the whole subtle but their world building and character development stuff we're doing. So where does Ace sit in this classroom? AC. So that's interesting. Ace also sits close to the front. He's in the same row as Machina sits, and he's over here by the window so he can look out.
What's up?
It looks like you'll be teaming up with us on our first mission as official cadets.
You okay?
Oh, what's the camera doing? Somebody thinks you must be special enough to join Class 0, but I'm not so easily convinced. I'd like to see you prove you're worthy of the honor next time we're out in the field. So Ace is still trying to be nice, but he is challenging Machina and Rem to actually be able to prove themselves. So,
Leave this
out
to
of
me.
curiosity,
As good
because
as
I'm
done.
most of the time playing as Ace, let's see what he says when I'm not Machina. Let's go with Use. But yeah, after I talk to Ace and stuff, I'll go. This is just so I can see how he reacts when we're not Machina and Rem.
What do you want?
It looks like the new kids will be teaming up with us on our first mission as official
You okay?
cadets. Somebody thinks Rem and Machina must be special enough to join Class 0, but I'm not so easily convinced. I'd like to see those two prove they're worthy of the honor next time we're out in the field. Okay, so when you're playing as Machina and Rem and they refer to, and the rest of Class 0 says you, then we know when they're doing other dialogue, they'll just replace the you with Rem and Machina and them. So that doesn't change too
You mustn't
much.
falter.
Time to get to work.
So yeah, just that fun little thing. We're gonna go back as Ace, because Ace is my favorite. Let's save the game again, because we got all the dialogue. Now it's mission time, 40 minutes into the video. So yeah. I said I would make short ones just for talking to people, but I'll include the talking to people in the main big things. We'll just save the short specialized videos for reading all the lore entries in particular and stuff. Because this is good world building and it helps informs the main mission. They say my father was a top-notch soldier. I've got big shoes to fill, but I'll do my best to follow in his footsteps. Come on, quit staring at me like that. You're creeping me out. Yeah, when you see people who are dressed like this, just like Izana was in the opening, he's the guy who died. These are actual soldiers, not cadets. So these guys are actual soldiers who are meant to be in the military. Anybody who you see who has a cape and this little black and white uniform, these are cadets who are not supposed to be in any way involved with the military.
We're counting on you.
Answer the question. So this is the conversation. Well, what do you suppose we should do if the enemy forces break rank and create an opening in their front lines? We use that opening to penetrate their ranks and split their forces. All this strategy is making me snore.
Good luck.
Roger, we'll begin preparation to coordinate a pincer maneuver with the other units. We're just a bunch of bench warmers. Great. Your squad will be standing by as rapid reaction force. We will give you a deployment order once the tide of battle turns in our favor. So yeah, you can talk to people slightly out of order, but oh well. You get the gist. You don't need to be so uptight with us, you know. We're fully aware that we soldiers can't hold a candle to you cadets. Bet you're surprised to see a lowly foot soldier around these parts, huh? I normally don't visit academia, but this is an emergency. Yeah, they're saying lowly foot soldiers, and compared to the high and mighty cadets is because academia and becoming a cadet is a very rigorous and privileged position that most people do not get into. It requires testing, you gotta give a personal interview to prove that you're worthy of being here, all this shit. A little chocobo, Class 6 Moogle says, a little chocobo told me that you Class 0 kids only became cadets because some Kupo behind the scenes pulled some strings for you, Kupo. I bet it's simply divine having all kinds of friends in high places. Just remember that not all of the cadets are so fortunate, Kupo. So yeah, being a cadet is a very high-class, privileged position that you have to work super hard to get into. And we just breezed right in and gained the role immediately without doing anything, just because we're mother's kids. Yeah, I saw the pictures. The Major looked absolutely stunning in that dress. Seeing things like that makes me realize I'm not ready to die yet. Did you hear about Major Nagaki and the First Lieutenant Millen? They just got married. You know, in case anything should happen out there in the field. Well, then let's make sure we make it all back alive. So, okay. Major Nagaki and First Lieutenant Millen. We're gonna try to remember those names because that's gonna be probably a minor but significant detail in these conversations you can miss. The main Tribune says, anticipating the enemy's movements is crucial to success in the field. Accurately predicting your opponent's next move allows you to decide your own strategy. That's their way of telling us, don't just button mash the attack button, don't just spam attack. You should actually be working out your enemy's movements and attacks and strategize so you can get, in this case, critical hits and kill shots. The Empire has infiltrated and seized control of so many of our villages. Our best course of action would be to reclaim those closest to academia and move outward. Another save point, we'll save here just in case. And we'll also take a second to check what Ace's thingies is. Increases Ace magic by 2, but reduces MP by 10. And we can equip 2 accessories. And we're going to go ahead and increase his defense, because our defense is not the best. This is your first sortie as... Oh, hey, that's commented. This is your first sortie as Class 0. Good luck, Kupo. You'll gain lots of experience in the field, but only if you participate in combat, Kupo. Oh, and remember, if things turn grim, don't be afraid to abort the mission, Kupo. Even if the operation ends in failure, the experience will stay with you, Kupo. So that's saying if you're at the point where you're gonna die, and you're completely and utterly failing the mission, instead of dying and getting a game over, you can open the menu and abort the mission, and it'll bring you back to before you went on the mission. I'm fairly certain, at least for sorties, it'll do that for regular things. So you won't get a game over, and you do keep your experience and all that stuff that you got in the field. Cadets who participate in combat will receive experience points and level up. Those who remain in the reserves throughout the mission will not earn XP. However, some cadets perform better than others depending on the circumstances. Prepare for anything by training all of your cadets evenly. Then utilize their unique strength to gain the upper hand in battle. Adjust your squad formation at relay terminals mid-mission and deploy your reserves. Replay completed missions from missions on the title screen to train the other cadets. Cadets not currently participating... This is just a summary of that previous part. Cadets not currently participating in combat remain on standby in the reserves. Those who can stay in the reserve squad throughout the mission will not earn XP or level up. You can adjust your active squad formation at relay terminals. However, when one of your active members falls in battle, press the up arrow to replace him or her with a cadet in the reserves. Losing all the cadets will result in a game over. Certain squad formations grant active members primed status at the start of missions. These cadets received aura and trance status and takes less damage. Aborting the mission will send the squad back to academia and allow them to keep all XP earned. If all members die in a battle, they will lose all XP and restart from the last save point. So yeah, this is the game telling us, which I completely missed this, probably the first few times around, that it is better to abort a mission if you know you're going to fail than to get a game over. So if you're on your last person and you're definitely going to die, do your best to dodge, enter that menu, and abort the mission so you get back here. Everybody still keeps their XP and everything, and you're not reset to your last save point. All HP and MP will be restored after each battle in the World of Orients. Immediately return to Academia at any time by accessing the field menu. And that all HP and you'll be fully healed after battles and stuff on Orients. That's talking about the overworld. So you'll have random encounters while you're running around the overworld map, just like in anything from like Final Fantasy X back. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know if Final Fantasy 11 had. Final Fantasy 12 had random encounters, or if you encounter physical things on the field. But we have random encounters in this, and there's a chance for those random encounters to become rounds where you can just keep fighting higher and higher tiers of those monsters. Good luck out there, Kupo. Good luck out there. Remember that you can always abort the mission if things look grim, Kupo. Thanks, Hot's commenting. Leave Academia? Yep, we're going to the overworld. So here's the overworld. Like I said, this was originally for the PSP, so things are a little bit simpler. This is also just kind of what a lot of the older Final Fantasy games look like when you're running around exploring. So that's what Academia. This is from. It's a 2025 playthrough. People might expect more. But yeah, that's what Academia looks like from the outside. It's a little island, and it looks like the entire city has been carved out of the side of the mountain, which is cool and interesting, and then a bridge is built over to it. So that is apparently the capital of the Dominion. Got a little overworld music. You can get random encounters while you're running around on this bridge, for the record. And we are going over here to Militesi. Yeah, this Militesi. We're gonna reclaim because this was part of the Dominion, and this is how close Militesi got to just conquering the entire fucking nation. So we'll see if we can trigger a random event. Get over here. There we go. Got an achievement, Roaming Terror. Win an encounter in the overworld. After you win an encounter, more enemies might attack your squad. Select Fight to engage or Retreat to run away. Enemies will grow stronger with each successive battle. And this is one of those things where we have a rounded encounter, so we can fight in repeated waves. We'll go ahead and fight to get a little training in because our actual mission level is 12, and meanwhile Ace is only level 10. So, but as we go, our people we're fighting against are going to get gradually stronger and stronger with each wave. My attacks are slightly slower than I'm used to as Ace, because I'm used to him being level fucking crazy. Taming the White Tiger took down 100 Imperial soldiers. We'll do one more. Haha, got a kill shot. Which means I get a green Phantoma. I got 3 kill shots. We'll go ahead and retreat. And you'll note that my health got fully restored. The getting fully healed after each battle only applies to the overworld. It does not apply to in-mission combat. And then that's just the same description we got before, that we're taking place our first real combat mission level 12. We will go ahead and begin. Select your members to participate in this mission. we'll have Machina and Rem with us as our 3. When you're selecting your reserves, distant crash in the house from a cat knocking something over. Your first character that you select is going to be your main player character. The 2 characters after that will be the 2 party members, and then you can just select whatever random order for everybody else in the party, and they will be your reserves for that mission. It seems redundant now because we can select all 14 people to be in the party, but that does change later on, that you can only select 1, 3, 6, etc. people to actually come with you. So later on you will have to strategize more. Change equipment? Nope, everybody's got what they've got. Select active members. Oh, okay. You can ignore what I said before about the first level 3, so because it does let you pick it here. So we're gonna have Ace, Machina, and Rem. It's trying to tell us that we should have Deuce and King with us. I don't really care. I'll play them later. Deploy the squad? Yes. People who have that little gold thingy will have status effect buffs when they first start the mission. SP support, accept. Select abort mission from the field menu to abort the campaign. You will lose all items, Phantoma, and SPP and obtained, but retain all XP and AP.
Class 0, beginning mission.
Wait! You're mine!
Here goes.
Phantoma. We'll make sure there's nothing around here. Item-wise. Nope, we'll keep that forward. Mission. Oh, I missed that. Sorry. Anytime you see stuff going around the corner like this, go ahead and just go around that corner, at least the first time through. There's usually an item. In this case, I got a fortified ration, which is a healing item. Keep heading north, people. We got an SP. Defeat 2 enemies using your active leader. And that's that SP complete. That's how easy some of them can be. Mastery Magic, harvested 100 Phantoma. Oh, we're supposed to be heading north. So I can actually go over here. This is going to affect my mission time grade, but we're going for it. Completion stuff. And you'll note that we have backup. Defeat 2 enemies using active leader. And our backup is currently Ri Honda, who is a, I think it's a battle animator. So that's one of those little Easter egg things that replaced the multiplayer mechanic. It took me forever to notice that these are people who are, like, part of the people who made the game. I just thought they had extremely weirdly specific code names as part of some joke. Part your way through the enemy ambush.
Report status.
And we've won that SP as well, so that's 3 for 3.
Damn, what's going on?
When you defeat an enemy leader, any surviving regular troops will surrender, and you can search them for an item. Yamachan level blah blah has entered the fray. Their code name is Nanakai Candies, Kupo. And then we got another item around the corner here. First aid kit. And then as part of the backup thing, they'll replace our other party members, and they'll be called, in this case, down in the little thing where it shows my health bar, there'll be SP Unit 1, SP Unit 2, and then it'll show their names and their levels. And it's like, whatever X amount of time they're there, they'll earn 1 SP point as a passive thing, and then they'll also earn it whenever they defeat enemies. So we're gonna head north again. So yeah, I probably won't get the best time for this mission, but we are getting the items and stuff. The town's defenses have begun diversionary tactics, Kupo. While they distract the enemy, head west and circle around into the Militesi base, Kupo. Defeat 2 enemies using active leader.
Shoot him before they get closer!
Crush the enemy defense with a frontal attack. 5 minutes. Haste. Take that haste.
My turn!
Let's see what other items are here. Oh, that haste ran out pretty fast.
Launching support.
Okay.
Go, 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 go!
Yeah, when enemies are retreating to surrender, you have a chance. You can do a kill strike on them. That was kind of by accident. I meant to search them for a thing, but oh well. Kill site strike.
Pick up your staff!
That's another SP complete. We'll save that. That's a little healing point.
You'll go no further!
Since these guys are up here on the roofs, I am going to go ahead and kill them because if I kill the leader, I can't actually get items from them when they surrender. Survived for 2 minutes, we're going to go ahead and get that. So yeah, since we got an SP mission to survive for 2 minutes, it's going to affect our time score, but I am just going to stand here for 1.5 minutes and let that timer run down because then we win that mission. If we leave the area that does cancel your current SP mission, so if you're not good at dodging the death portals and you're afraid you're going to lose the mission, you can just leave the area and then just come right back in. I don't know if it'll let you do that during active combat though. So yeah, we'll just run around in circles for another minute. So yeah, you can replay this mission over and over again, and you can adjust the level of the mission once you get to a higher level. So you don't have to worry about getting perfect scores the first time through. You do get special items and awards for completing missions with different rankings and all that. But we can replay this later and literally just fly through just straight combat to get the A rank or S rank for a time. Another reason you'll want to play multiple characters instead of just picking your favorite, like I did with Ace, is that you get special items and unlocked cosmetic things when you harvest a certain amount of Phantoma or defeat a certain amount of enemies with each player character. So we got another 20 seconds left. Ray Honda, level 10 is left. They earn 287 SPP. So Machina is back at least. I don't think anybody's died so far, so that's good. Completed that SP, so let's go ahead.
Kupo!
How could they do this? I can hardly bear to look, Kupo. And then we got this whole completely decimated town square and dead people. When one of your active squad members falls in battle, press the up arrow to replace him or her with a cadet from the reserves. Losing all cadets will result in a game over. got a combat ration. We got some dead people, random dead citizens, including dead family. So yeah, this is about all the shit here. I don't think there's items here. Okay, so I got that combat ration. If you're not sure if there's ration, when you open the menu here, which does not pause combat by the way, but you can't move around while it's open, you can see your little mini map. It'll have a little item icon next to the map areas that have items in it.
Let me help.
I'm not sure what the orange means off the top of my head, but that probably means there's a boss, mini boss there. So we'll go ahead and continue. Performance evaluation, destroy the fuel tank. So in this case, we got an SP to specifically destroy that, which you can select by using the targeting system and then scroll. Your instant test, survive for 2 minutes. We got that again, so.
Accursed red demons! Ah, you demons! I'm ready.
We'll stand around here for another minute. Oh, hopefully that will auto-complete it for us if it teleports us out. Mission completed, Kupo. I knew you could do it. So I'm not. Oh, okay. Here's our report card. So, like I said, we got a bad playtime. Interestingly enough, bad Phantoma harvest. Casualties is an A. Nobody died, so we got a mission C. But we did get bonuses because we completed so many SO missions, which will come up in the next thingy. So we did not get a good grade, but I knew we were not going to anyways. SP completed 8, so I got 2 mega potions. Mission completed. Special bounty. Orderly shop news. Remedy now available. Harvested 50 Phantoma with Ace, so I got a Mega Elixir. Landed 30 kill site strikes with Ace, so I got Ace's Summerwear, which is a cosmetic thing. Save your progress? Yes. Okay, so we have now recaptured McTy from the Imperial forces, and it's once again our city. Let's go ahead and go in and talk to people. I know they said return immediately to academia, but you don't have to. There's no penalty if you don't. A new entry has been added to the Rubicus. So we can go in here and just talk to people. When I grow up, I want to work at academia just like him. Soldiers are all so cool. And this guy's a shop. Sure, the town has started to rebuild, but that doesn't mean it's completely back on its feet just yet. Thankfully, the folks at academia were kind enough to send supplies. Do you need any, by the way? And then these are all just kind of. These are useful later on. I think I maybe only used these things like 5 times total in my last playthroughs. But we can buy some accessories. We're good on these for now because these are all basic ones. And we'll be able to get better versions with the SPP shop without using money. So let's go ahead and talk to everybody for the world building. I'm absolutely sure some retail therapy will relieve all of my stress, but there's just one enormous problem. We have practically nothing to buy in this town, and that's stressing me out even more. I'm thrilled that the fighting has finally ceased, but all of my good Chinaware was shattered in the war. Then again, I guess a few broken plates should be the least of my worries when we've got a whole town to put back together. All of my precious furs were singed in the war. It's absolutely dreadful. So these are a bunch of rich people complaining. Thanks to you guys, we can go to sleep at night without fearing another Imperial assault. It's such a relief to know that peace is finally returning to McTy. What brings a bunch of Akito cadets to McTy? You're welcome to stay as long as you'd like, but I should warn you, there isn't much to see around here. Got some. We're training to be Akito. Because that's what the cadet system is. We're training to be Akito. It's a mythological thing where you become the savior of the world. So it's like a spiritual quest. Nobody actually expects to actually become that or have that actually be needed. It's just kind of like a, yeah, reach for the stars quest. Want to know why I'm so happy? Because Daddy said it's finally safe to play outside again. Get out of the way! Can't you see we're playing here? I just want to apologize in advance. If something smells like a chocobo stable, it's probably me. All my other clothes got torched in the war. I should probably get around to washing these soon. He's so superficial. All he cares about are his clothes. He's all upset about a few lost scraps of fabric, but the way I see it, the real tragedy is how many books burned to ash in the war. Hey, you're from academia, aren't you? On behalf of the town, welcome to McTie. And you haven't washed them. Oh, hello there. I don't suppose you're here to celebrate the reconstruction of McTie, are you? Ah, who am I kidding? Of course you're not. I told everyone at least 1,000 times I'd be giving my first speech today as mayor to honor the city's recovery effort, but they all forgot about it. They probably weren't even listening in the first place. Call the townspeople to listen? Gather them, or don't bother. See, this is one of the things that you are awarded for going around and talking to people and exploring, because people who do not have quest markers do have mini events that you can trigger. Really? You'd call everyone over here just to hear my speech? Gee, that's awful nice of you. You don't have to go knocking on doors for me, though. It's not like anyone's gonna show up anyway. I'm gonna assume this guy got, pressed into becoming mayor instead of being a choice. He probably inherited it from somebody he forgot. Oh, that speech was today? Man, I totally forgot. Thanks for reminding me. See, this is just a nice little thing we can do for everybody. Oh, was the mayor giving his speech today? Silly me, it completely slipped my mind. The mayor's giving a speech today? Well, I guess there is some excitement around here after all. I'll go have to listen. Ooh, Mr. Mayor's gonna do something I wanna see. Wait for me, Mr. Mayor. Is there anybody else? Mr. Mayor's gonna talk to everybody in town. I gotta go see him. He's even cooler. See, this is just a nice little thing we can do. With no quest marker. It's just something you discover if you actually go around talking to people. I want to hear your speech. Wow, I can't believe some people actually showed up to hear me. Still, there's no point in giving a speech about the entire town when half the citizens aren't even here to listen. I'm such a failure. Come on, bro. Believe in yourself. It will take an extraordinary amount of effort to regrow anything out of this charred wasteland, but I have faith that so long as the citizens lend him their support, that young man will help the town of McTie blossom once more. This war has taken so much from us and knocked us to the ground, but the populace's ability to pull themselves right back up offers hope that we can indeed regain that which we have lost. How could I forget about the mayor's first public address since his inauguration? I guess I'm still a little shaken up over the war. This seems kind of boring. I'll stay here, but I'd rather be playing. Good luck, Mr. Mayor. I believe in you. He may be young, but I can tell he's determined to work for the betterment of our city. I've really admired that about him. All of my precious furs were singed in the war. It's absolutely dreadful. For a long time, we didn't have a mayor, but now we do, and he's super cool. Good luck, Mr. Mayor. I feel like it was only yesterday he was running around playing in the town square, and just look at him now. Kids grow up so fast. The first order of business I'd like the new mayor to take care of is our innumerable shortages. Life has been some inconvenience ever since the war. I remember how he got all fired up when he first took position after that last mayor passed away. He's been doing a good job. I hope he keeps it up. Man, couldn't he wear something a little nicer when he's giving an address to the whole town? Unless all of his clothes burned up too. Oh well, at least he's trying. He means well, but he's still a bit shy. With a little more support, I'm sure he'll be just fine. I'm really rooting for this new mayor, and I'd like to help him out any way I can. For the time being, I guess that means providing supplies. Do you need any, by the way? Nope. Well, if I talk to him again, will he say anything? Can I interact with any doors? Nope. Nope, this is the only thing we can access. Nope, okay, so... yes, we can't interact with these doors, unfortunately. Unless this one? Aha! Which I guess I have to interact with a specific angle. For the last time, I'm not interested. Oh, what's that? The mayor's giving a speech? Well, why didn't you say so? And here I was about to spend the entire day cooped up inside. The new mayor is quite ambitious. I'm looking forward to seeing how he plans to get McTighe back on its feet. So let's see if this one can be interacted with now. Nope. Nope. Yes, who is it? Oh dear, the mayor was delivering his address today. Why, I got so swept up in cleaning that I forgot all about it. Let me get my loafers on. Set up. The future of McTighe is in his hands. His youth and inexperience have me slightly worried, but he seems capable enough to handle the job. What do you want? Mommy told me not to talk to strangers while she's gone. Oh, everyone's outside? I want to go too, but I'm sure Mommy won't mind. I could just teleport it over there. So I'm sure he lets everybody. Let's see if I can talk to that kid now quick. For a long time we didn't. Oh, I know. That's the guy I talked to before. Mr. Mayor's way younger than Mommy. He's probably not much older than me. Maybe I can be the next Mr. Mayor. I do like that they all call him Mr. Mayor, which implies that they were all playing around together and they started calling him Mr. Mayor before he got elected. Mr. Mayor is now standing. Is this everyone? Did you really get everyone in town to come hear my speech? That's incredible. I don't even know how to repay you. Here, it's not much, but it's one of the few things I managed to hang on to during the war. I know I'm still a greenhorn, but I'm gonna keep working hard for people at McTighe. He gave me a Mizuya's crystal. Thanks, bro. Thanks again for all your help. Feel free to drop by any time. As Mayor McTighe, I'll welcome you with open arms. Why, thanks. We don't get to hear his speech, unfortunately. Okay, and they all just got the same speech, so we've done that for McTighe. Help Mr. Mayor give a speech. Let's go ahead and save the game so that gets added. Just in case we somehow magically die in the overworld. I can't remember if we get some water-themed things if we're standing up next to the water. It might only apply in the places with actual beaches. But the environments of the overworld do impact what kind of monsters you encounter. And when you're in an area around an Imperial-controlled city, you're more likely to encounter Imperial monsters. And I can't remember if there is an actual crafting system in this, or if it's just the magic upgrading system, but when you fight monsters you do get items from them that can be used as like healing items and all that. I gotta run and use the restroom real fast, so we'll just pause on... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say we'll pause on the bridge in case there's a cutscene, so we'll pause here fast. Be right back. I'm back again. You've all been working so hard, Kippo, it brings a tear to my eye. Remember, only 12 hours until the next mission, Kippo. Report back to Classroom 0 to hear some fascinating lectures, Kippo. I've got so much to teach you, Kippo. Anytime Hatsukame has lessons for you, go get them. They're good. I think you should be just fine in the upcoming level 13 mission, Kippo. Got someone talking to. Never heard of the cave northeast of Academia? Of course you haven't, newbie. That place is crawling with corals, though, so take some catnip along with you. Halt! The area surrounding Academia is still under Imperial occupation. All unauthorized personnel are strictly prohibited from venturing outside of this facility. My big brother just became a trainee. Isn't that cool? He said it's really hard to become a cadet, though. Maybe you could help him. I heard a rumor that Imperial stragglers are rallying in a cave in the plains. Is that true? Should I be worried for my children's safety? Relax, Mommy. The Akito cadets are the strongest in all of Orient. They'll defeat all the bad guys for us. You'll see. We've got a lot of cadets here at Academia, so they need plenty of us Moogles to watch over the classes, Kippo. Some people say class first Moogle is the best, but that's a bold-faced lie, Kippo. The class numbers aren't some kind of ranking. It's all just a coincidence, Kippo.
Yeah,
Got
what?
an instance here. I'm Enra from class first. Yeah, that's right, the class first. Jealous? Keep talking? Yes. Isn't it funny how love just kind of smacks you right between the eyes? I mean, think about it. Could there be a worse time to get caught up in all that roses are red garbage than right in the middle of a war? Then again, maybe a little romance is exactly what we all need in a time like this. When you're in love, you've got someone to fight for, to make sure you make it out alive. But here I am, in love with the girl of my dreams, and that jerk's always blocking me out. They're not even dating or anything. Gah! Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my chest. Gave me a high potion. One sec. I bet you need to know a lot about the art of war in order to become a commanding officer. You do, and that's why they select the commanding officers from among the cadets. There's no way you could take command without understanding firsthand what it's like in the field. Is everyone in Militesi a complete and utter fool? How can they all worship a sleazeball like Sid Olstein? Well, he certainly isn't much to look at. Maybe he's just a really charismatic guy. I'm in the process of assessing the extent of the damage done during the liberation, but I already estimate the restoration to cost a considerable amount of time and money. Did you see that flying ship just pass by? Whoosh, right across the sky. Gee, it would be so cool to ride in one of those. It's the same dialogue as before. I hope I can learn how to use magic someday too, then I can take down all the bad guys. Talked to her before, it's not changed. Still can't go to the arena. It's hard to stay focused on missions because every battlefield ultimately collapses into chaos. That's why you've got to review your mission orders and reconfirm your objective frequently. She's here already.
What is it?
That woman is unlike anyone I've ever seen. Perhaps she's from another country. We'll come back to talk to you in a second, Celestia. We'll talk to all these newbies and then do the instances. Oh, please just make it back alive, honey. Don't let this be the last time I see your smiling face. Chill out, Mom. No one's gonna kill me and be killing me anytime soon. They call us the assault class because our strategy is all out offense. If you see our blue capes coming, get out of the way unless you want to get creamed. Being aggressive is fine, but don't get overzealous, otherwise you guys will be the ones getting creamed. Why won't they let me join the sortie? It's not fair. I know I'm only a trainee, but I'm ready to put my life on the line to defend the Dominion. I understand your frustration, but don't let it get to you. They only deliver mission orders to a select group of elite cadets anyway. Yeah, I guess you're right. We trainees have zero experience, so sending us onto the battlefield would basically be the same thing as sending us to our graves. You just wait. I'm gonna make a name for myself and get promoted to Class 3rd. If anyone can join the elite black magic squad, it's you. I'll be rooting for you. Run this way for the airfield quick. For those unaware, in the Final Fantasy universe, black magic is elemental things like thunder, lightning, fire, etc., while white magic is healing and defensive magic. Don't get the wrong idea. Just because we're healers doesn't mean we're weak, Kupo. It takes strength of spirit to run around on the front line saving your comrades, Kupo. If all it took were medical knowledge, why not just send some Kupo from the infirmary? It's not that easy, Kupo. So healing spells do take medical knowledge and skill, with actual defensive magic to use successfully. Everyone in Class 10th is just itching to see some combat. The real problem is going to be maintaining everyone's motivation. I talked to you, running kid. We lost a number of soldiers in that last battle, but almost all cadets came back alive. No wonder they call you Agito cadets. You really must have some kind of divine protection. You Agito cadets are all so mature for your age, though I would be so proud if my daughter grew up to be a cadet like you. Most of you cadets are grouped into classes based upon special abilities, but Class 10th is different. We excel in all areas, Kupo. Heh. Classes 2nd and 3rd always perform joint missions, do they not? We in Class 10th are self-sufficient. We have no need for outside support, Kupo. You guys really turned things around out there in the field. I know that we're all cadets here, but I really look up to you guys. Okay, so we have 10 hours. We got this instance. Saying it to me. So we have 1, 2, 3 check marks, so that would take us down to 10, 9, 8, 7. So we'll have 4 hours after I talk to this kid, and then the 2 people out there, which includes Celestia. Let's get chapter 4. Welcome to our airship landing. I say our because we are now the ones in charge of maintaining this craft, even though most people think we've just been contracted to handle the restoration of the fleet. The administration found the guys in charge of the airship's security systems were neglecting their duties, and they proceeded to disband the entire flight division and hire a private firm instead. That is, us. That's not ominous or anything. In any case, we're working around the clock to restore the fleet as quickly as possible. We should be airborne once more in no time. So we'll go ahead and trigger this cutscene with this kid. You know what? A bunch of soldiers just came and burned down the village. And you know what else? Mommy's really happy. Keep talking? Yes. All the people in the village went bye-bye. At first I was crying, but Mommy said we should be smiling instead. Mommy and me didn't used to have a lot of gills, but Mommy said now that everybody's dead, we never have to worry about gills ever again. So now I'm happy because Mommy's happy. Oh, by the way, what's a loan? Maybe you shouldn't tell Mommy I said anything. So I'm gonna, well, first of all, they would have forgotten who they actually owed loans to, but they would have remembered that they had probably crushing amounts of debt that the person's dead, so they don't have to worry about spending the rest of their entire lives paying them back. Everyone says that all the cadets are equal, but that's not true. I hate to admit it, but the fact is that some cadets are better than others. I'd say we're pretty proficient when it comes to using black magic, but we've still got a long ways to go before we're on the same level as Class 3rd. Oh, there you are.
Yeah?
The name's Azuma. You must be from the infamous Class Zero. What's the deal with you guys anyways? Everybody's talking about you, saying you're the arch sorceress's little pets, and that you only got into academia because of her. Don't get me wrong, you guys were incredible back there during the Liberation, but a lot of people are wondering why you guys could use magic when no one else could. You guys probably can't talk about that anyway. It must be tough having so many secrets. People don't like it when you've got too many secrets though, so I'd watch your back. That Dr. Alratio is a woman of mystery herself, and that rubs some folks the wrong way. I mean, she got into the consortium pretty quickly, and she has a lot of pull with the Chancellor. The people that don't think too fondly of her probably aren't too crazy about you guys either. All I'm saying is be careful that you don't get caught up in all their stupid power struggles. Bit late for that, we already are. Let's go talk to Celestia! Oops, I turned the
Reuben
microphone off
girl,
for a second, but
if it's not any
it should
trouble,
activate again.
I would like to ask your assistance.
Oh, yes, ma'am?
We are envoys for the Kingdom of Concordia. We must speak with the Chancellor quickly.
We would like to know where we might find his office. We received directions, but the scenery impressed me so that I seem to have gotten us lost.
The best way to get to the Chancellor's office is by going through that magic portal up ahead.
Oh my. It appears that we have taken quite the detour now, haven't we?
You seemed so confident. I was certain you knew where you were going.
Thank you for your help, young lady. May the path you follow be bright.
You have our gratitude.
You might hear a cat meowing. Contained a turbo feather. So yeah, that is Celestia. You'll notice that she is on an important diplomatic mission, but she got so distracted looking around at all the sightseeing that she completely forgot where she was supposed to be going and had to ask a kid for directions. So, that's a little bit of characterization and stuff there for her. Oh yeah, I can interact with this.
The sound of water brings back memories. So that's the great vermilion bird.
I forgot we can interact with the fountain. Becoming Agito is a daunting task, so I'm here to provide an incentive, Kupo. I've got some presents to give you according to how much time you spent in Orients. Class first didn't get to be the top class in academia without putting in plenty of effort, and I say hard work should be rewarded, so be sure to do your best, Kupo.
Kupo.
Every Kupo's been calling you heroes after that circus act you call an Operation Kupo. I remember when academia had standards of greatness, Kupo.
Kupo.
You just got lucky, that's all, Kupo. Class Zero may have had a good day or two, but my class first cadets have consistently proven their valor, Kupo.
Kupo. Kupo.
My kids are always running laps and working out in groups, but I barely ever see you Class Zero cadets hanging out with each other, Kupo.
Kupo.
Do you dudes not get along, or do you just prefer to do your own thing? Because that's cool too, to each his or her own, Kupo. See, this is all just world building and stuff that when you talk to people, you get observations not only of yourself, but other people. And even the Kupos, even the Kupos who don't like us, as actual part of world building, they're not being framed as being evil assholes for no reason. These guys all have, first of all, they're all teenagers for the most part, and they have legitimate concerns and petty reasons to not like us, but it doesn't make them inherently evil, like you'll see in a bunch of badly written things, where anybody who doesn't like the protagonist is automatically considered to be evil and disgusting and an idiot. Witch King. Anything by Martha Wells. And pretty much anybody who also writes Mary Sue's, that anybody who doesn't like the protagonist is automatically an evil douchebag or whatever. What are the odds that this war will end in our favor? I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but really, do we even have a chance? Our CO, our commanding officer, is an absolute nightmare. Are you sure you can't trade with us? Pretty please? No, Karasume's mine. You just watch. Someday I'm gonna summon the coolest Eidolian you've ever seen. You do realize that you have to sacrifice your own life in order to perform a summoning, don't you? Of course I do. What better way to die than protecting your friends? Why are the Lassie bothering to get involved in a conflict between mere mortals? You saw the destruction wrought by the Ultima bomb, didn't you? Maybe something about that display of raw power caught their attention. We have 4 hours left. Let's go ahead and talk to this Moogle. Well met, Class 0. It is I, the Moogle of Class 8th, Kupo. Might I steal a moment of your time? Yes. Though I don the garb of a common thief, the prize I seek is one far nobler, knowing tags, Kupo. You see, although you cadets entrust thy tags to academia before embarking on a new quest, our fair countrymen hold onto their tags until their dying breaths, Kupo. And unless some kind soul takes it upon him or herself to retrieve these tags, what proof have we that those who died ever lived once their memories vanished from our minds, Kupo? Oh, imagine the agony felt by families uncertain of their loved ones' whereabouts. Canst thou, in good conscience, allow our fallen citizens to simply be forgotten, Kupo? Nay, Kupo, it is our noble duty to retrieve these knowing tags and provide closure for the families of those who have fallen in the field. So, prithee, in your travels, should you happen upon a knowing tag, I ask you to do the noble thing and retrieve it from me, Kupo. Yeah, like I said, some of the translations in this are a little bit janky, because when somebody dies, you completely forget everything about them. Like when Machina, in the previous short little episode, interacted with the map that's hanging on the wall up there in Mission Command. He mentions, I came here with somebody else. Who was it? So you'll still remember that you were interacting with somebody in certain settings, but you won't remember who they were or who they were to you. So that means if you have like 5 kids, and 4 of them die, you have no, other than memories that specifically you know somebody else was there, you don't remember that you had 5 kids. You only remember that you got 1 kid, unless you have things around your house that specifically list out relations to each other, which in this world is probably a common practice. I bet that Agito will reclaim all the land that Militesi stole from us. Now that we've got to do is just wait for this guy to appear. Unless your goal is to annihilate a target, there's nothing wrong with trying to avoid engaging the enemy. I know that's my job as a cadet to fight for the Dominion, and I'm okay with that, but part of me also wishes that I could get to go back to living a normal, peaceful life. Who's this Kater Bashtar everyone's been talking about? He's a Militesi general or something. Apparently he's the Empire's most skilled Magitech pilot. My Class 2nd cadets truly shine on the front lines, Kippo. Rear guard support is important, but it's the vanguard that leads the way to victory, Kippo. Queen? You can obtain all necessary information about upcoming operations here at Central Command. Of course, anyone who actually pays attention to class shouldn't need to ask twice. You're awesome, Ed.
At ease.
Nope. Let's see, down 4, 8.
What's up?
I've got to hand it to the administration. They did a pretty decent job of setting up this command center in such a short amount of time.
This isn't the time to chat.
But now that Academia is working alongside the Dominion Army, does that mean it's only a matter of time until civilians join the fray too? Can I interact with the map? Or is it just Machina?
I wonder if Mother would really be happy if the Dominion won.
Interesting characterization, observation.
I wonder if Mother would really be happy if the Dominion won.
And we can get 14 different interactions with this map if I wanted to take the time to do that, which I'll just do in one of the episodes dedicated just to exploring and looking at all the lore and stuff. But yeah, that is an interesting question that Ace has now brought up in our minds. Would Mother be happy if the Dominion won this war? Which also raises the questions, why would she not be happy? What behavior has she exhibited in front of Class 0 to imply that she would not be happy? And what are her own motivations? Remember, Cadet, you aren't fighting this war alone. Don't be afraid to call for backup if that's what you plan to know. that Ultima bomb was powerful enough to wipe out a whole country, who's to say they won't whip up a weapon that can destroy the entire world? Not even the Militesi were able to prevent that tragedy. If anyone does create a bomb that scale, Orience is doomed for sure. What about special Eidolons makes them so special in the first place? Well, for one, they're insanely powerful, and you don't even need a license to summon them. Wait, do those things even exist? Oh, we did find out through conversations that these special Eidolons are like a one-time, one-use only. They can't just be summoned infinitely. They already have their own crystal in Militesi. Why do they need to steal ours? Word has it that the White Tiger Crystal's light is fading, so Sid Ulstein's trying to siphon energy from our crystal instead. And that is something that would have played into the plot of Final Fantasy Versus 13 if that had actually come about in the way that it actually was meant to be for those 10 fucking years. Instead we got piece of shit, unfinished, cookie cutter, cash grab Final Fantasy 15, misogynistic Final Fantasy 15, where they promised that Luna would be a main character who's super important and super good and important to the plot and integral, and then she just fucking gets ganked. Fucking murdered halfway through the game and you don't even get to interact with her at all. And she has zero personality. What were you saying about some unidentified objects appearing during the liberation?
Hey.
I don't think even the Empire could create something that was impervious to conventional attacks, but in that case, what do you think it was? So that's 7.
Yeah?
Apparently, the administration issued a decree forbidding anyone from leaving academia on account of the fact that the Militesi military is still patrolling the surrounding areas.
Huh? What is it?
What a bummer. I mean, what could possibly be more fun and exciting than romping through the fields with gun-wielding, death-trap-driving Imperial troopers bent on killing you? Those are the only ones in the classroom. Got anything new for me, Arya?
Help you?
The harder you work, the more you get. I'll buy what you don't need. So she's added remedies to the shop. We don't really need those yet. But yeah, as we complete missions and complete special objectives, Arya will get better things in her shop. We can also sell her equipment as needed. Did you come for a lecture, Kupo? Taking a class will raise every Kupo's abilities. The more classes you take, the stronger every Kupo will become. Take lots of classes and you'll be ready for any battle, Kupo. Choose a lecture to hear. Principles of Combat, Introduction to Defense Magic. Yeah, anytime you've got lessons from Hatsukane Hamine available, take them, because they will give you good XP, they'll level up everybody's, in this case, defense magic, all that. Super helpful for leveling your party. And the entire party, especially if you're focusing on just one player character you like to play as. Fight 100, Principles of Combat. Earn XP. This class is designed for those completely unfamiliar with combat. The students will develop an understanding of mission objectives, learn how to complete larger objectives through setting smaller goals in ever-changing war environments, and practice comprehensive decision-making skills. You're here for a lecture, Kupo? I'm so proud. Here's a reward for being so driven, Kupo. Hatsukame is going to give me a little item, and then there'll be a little cutscene that's not voiced, and these are all just generic things that'll repeat anytime we have a lesson. That I'll attempt to read the dialogue out loud, but they do repeat it as needed. Keep up the good work, Kupo. It'll be this little silent thing. Machina. To find Listy. Sir, a Listy is one charged by the crystal to fulfill a focus. A Listy who follows a crystal's will is blessed with crystal stasis. One who disobeys, however, is cursed to live life as a fallacy. Exactly. If such an oversimplified answer is deemed exactly correct, I fear for the future of academia's scholastic integrity. You gotta read them fast, because that dialogue is very fast. Earned 2000 XP. Yeah, I saw. So, it's mission day. If we had not interacted with all those people out there, we would have been able to do a second lesson. But, like I said, we can do this multiple playthroughs, and I think next time, between missions, we can also do the lessons that we did not get from here. So before we go, we'll talk to everybody. So many of our fellow countrymen are suffering at the hands of the Empire, and they're going to keep on suffering until someone takes a stand.
Let's do it.
We've got to kick Militesi off of our land as soon as possible. The people of Rubrum are counting on us.
What's the matter?
I don't mean to brag. I don't. But I did say I rather... I don't mean to brag. I don't. But I'd say I did rather well for myself out there. You all did so much to help me in knocking it back in the liberation, so I ought to repay the favor.
Can I help you?
Trust me now, I've got your back, I do. No one will lay a finger on you.
Hey,
So all we have to do is show our stuff in this war, and we can become Agito, right? If that's the case, I'll barely even have to lift a finger.
what?
Agito is as good as mine, and don't even think I'm gonna share the title with you either. Mother's gonna be so proud of me.
We can do it.
You don't think the Empire will deploy any more of those dreadful Magitech armor, do you? My heart aches whenever I think about the destruction they wrought in the
Is
invasion.
something the matter?
Then again, if we were able to defeat a White Tiger in the sea, then those machines should be no match for Class 0.
Why not take a break every now and then?
I understand the excitement of exploring your new environment, but do keep in mind that we did not come all the way here to play around. Mother brought us here to put an end to this war as soon as possible, and that's precisely what I intend to do.
Wanna play?
Woo! I'm not late, am I? I ran all the way here. I'm so excited for the party. Sinky loves to party.
Hello.
Wait, you mean there's no party? It's just a mission briefing? Aw, but that's so boring.
Don't forget to train.
No matter how busy she gets, Mother always makes time to help us out.
This isn't the time to chat.
Knowing that she'll always be here to revive us is what gives us the peace of mind we need to fight. Interesting. Thanks there. Take note.
Don't forget to train.
Yeah?
So, what's the deal with that little Tomberry guy? I wonder how he's always following the commanding officer around.
Huh? What is it?
You don't think that someone with a fun-hating, ice-cold personality like him has no friends in his life besides from a knife-wielding monster, do you?
Hey!
I really appreciate how the administration is so clearly dedicated to helping the Dominion by keeping us holed up in lectures and meetings and preventing us from doing our job.
What?
You want a mission briefing? Okay. Mission objective: annihilate the Empire. Talk about a mouthful, right? No wonder our meetings always run so long.
I'm busy. Please make it quick.
Mother will be able to revive us so long as we are able to make our way back to academia. Should we find ourselves unable to return, however, not even her grace can save us.
Hi.
Even if Mother has the ability to bring us back from death, we mustn't become too reliant on her. Take note! Look at that world building! That's literally canon. That when we die in the field, in the actual universe, we are dying. But as long as one person is able to drag us back to academia, Mother can revive us. That is something nobody else in the Dominion has access to, and that is actual part of the storyline and the lore. It's not just a game mechanic. They're actually integrating it into this, and you'll see later.
You okay?
Mother already heals our wounds and takes care of us after every mission. If we started relying on this life armless, we'd be no different than a bunch of infants.
Hey,
She may have raised us, but I don't want to make her do any more work than she has to. We're all old enough that we should be a little more independent.
Hey, you eat yet?
I still haven't forgiven the commanding officer for that little stunt he pulled the other day, but I gotta hand it to him. That man's got some serious skills, yo.
Huh?
His attitude still pisses me off, but he deserves credit for helping us out in the front lines. I guess the Ice Ripper's cooler than I thought, yo. The newbies are better than I expected.
What is it?
The rest of us had better put in the same amount of effort as those two from here on out.
At ease.
Class Zeros, you've received marching orders. Imperial vermin have infested the area surrounding Academia. Exterminate them. Whether you accept these orders... Yep, demonization. Whether you accept these orders is up to you. Just bear in mind that laziness will go unrewarded. The choice is yours, Cadet. Participation in the following regional occupation campaign is optional. You cannot earn rewards if you do not participate in these operations. However, all occupation campaigns can be replayed from the mission menu. And then, I think these ones are specifically... Oop, hit the microphone button. These are specifically called sorties, and these missions are completely optional. It's a fun little mini game. And this is, it'll show it later, but I'll also explain it here. This is the specific missions that are not part of the main storyline, I don't believe. Other than this being like a main quest. We can skip this and go straight to the next story mission. But these are things that let us recapture more towns in our territory that were overtaken by the Empire. And as we get there, you'll see that part of the whole political commentary is what happens when your mindset goes from defense and reclaiming what you lost to revenge. So we will go ahead and join the sortie. Operation Reconquista. Pet first, 842. I have to look up what the months of these actually are so I can read that out. Mission level 13. Grab a drink of water. Through the conscription and deployment of the Akito cadets, the Dominion successfully liberated McTighe. Using the newly retaken city as a base of operations, the Dominion launches a large-scale campaign to reclaim the Brubrum region. Under the command of their commanding officer, Karasame, Class 0 joins the campaign to execute special missions as an autonomous unit. We're going to go ahead and join the sortie. Proceed through the main gate and onto your destination. You won't be far from academia, but that does not mean you can come home crying mid-mission. Take back what's rightfully ours. Dismissed. Oh, and when the Tomberry's up here, come interact with the Tomberry.
Why don't you put down the knife?
Just do it. You never know what dialogue you'll unlock. Isn't that right?
As good as done.
We mustn't falter.
And before we leave, I'm gonna swap to somebody. We're just gonna swap specifically to Machina so we can talk to Ace. And see what Ace's little dialogue things here are. And because if you don't play as Machina and Ram throughout this, you'll miss some things.
What do you want?
The Empire's throwing their weight around right on our doorstep. I don't like it.
What's up?
I say we do the throwing today and toss those Imperial troopers all the way back to Militesi. Come and talk to the Tomberry. Yeah, I can talk to the Tomberry. Stuck in a corner.
Hello?
So yeah, most of the time when you're Machina and you interact with Tomberry, it'll just be like, hello? You'll get that. Sometimes you won't.
Just kill them all! Let's go!
I wonder, I do. Isn't there some way to find happiness for ourselves without inflicting suffering and misfortune on other people?
What's the matter?
It may not be a very cadet-like thing of me to say, but I just know in my bones that everyone else is thinking the same thing right now. Is that new dialogue, or did I forget to talk to her? Okay, I somehow skipped Ren while talking to everybody. Or maybe she just says that to Maki in particular. And go back to Ace. And I will do promotion for Ace at least for this. New ability's been unlocked. So anytime you're leveling these guys up, I said in the other mission, but I'll level everybody else up at another point. Focus on getting the Accelerate, Triple Slip, and the Infinite Dodging abilities first, unless you don't have them available to unlock, in which case you can then spend your money on getting the other things. Accelerate increases your base movement speed, and I think you'll be able to unlock that again as an extra version later on. Triple Slip lets you execute up to 3 dodges in succession, and Slipstream lets you execute any number of dodges in succession. There's another ability we will get in a little bit, probably not too long from now, that increases the invincibility frame, I think is the technical gaming term, that when you're dodging, the few seconds that you can't be hurt increases a little bit, so get that as well. And the other thing I recommend getting, at least for Ace, is make sure you get the melee attack and melee attack plus. And in this case we're out of AP, but I'll probably go for a quick draw next, which casts a finishing spell after melee attacks. And nobody else really has a bunch of AP available, so we'll just go ahead and be good there. We'll save the game, even though it'll give us a chance to save it later. It's good practice to save your game often. I love how instantly this thing saves. When you playing this on the PlayStation, it can take like 30 seconds or more after a while to load that save. Wait a minute. I don't think Moogle will talk to me. Oh, I think I mentioned it in episode 1, but I forgot to elaborate because I got distracted. Moogles in this universe use neo-pronouns. They use Z, which is Z-E, and here pronouns, which is H-I-R. And this is canon. We don't really see them use it a lot because they're not usually referring to each other with their pronouns. They're usually going by titles. But the Moogles in this do use Z, her pronouns instead of they, them, he, her, etc. Leave academia? Yep. And then we can check our map and it'll show us where we need to go, which is just Rubrum region. In this case, we are just going to Militesi again. Oh, every now and then you'll want to open your items menu and just click the sort button. Auto, and that'll sort all your healing items. Healing and drop stuff. And you can use these mid-battle. It'll let you see how many knowing tags you got. In this case, I've unlocked Ace of Summer, where I got Mizua's crystal, which we will use. It's a surprise. What is that? It's a secret tool that'll help us later. Mickey Mouse voice. But yeah, just every now and then, just go in here and just sort. Auto. I can actually see how much Phantoma I've got. And these will all be used to upgrade our magic and spells and abilities. And I've already got a incredibly decent amount of green Phantoma, which is used to upgrade healing and other defensive magic. You can I'm pretty sure you can only get these from doing kill strikes, which is why you don't just want to be spamming the attack button while you're playing this game, because that means you won't get kill strikes because you won't have the actual timing and all that for that. And you have, I think, a like 50% chance of getting green Phantoma when you do kill strikes, so you're not guaranteed to get it every time, but you want to get green Phantomas. Yeah. Purple Phantoma is another rare one. I can't remember what exactly gives us a chance to get this, but it's also most likely a kill strike. So kill strikes can give you any number of the elemental ones. It can also give you purple, and it's more likely to give you green. You can get the different elemental ones by killing people with that equivalent of magic spell, and depending on the enemy's level, you'll get a higher level version of those. So like red Phantoma is the base, magenta is like one step above, and etc. White is the one that you get most often, and you get that just from performing regular kills that are not from elemental magic or kill strikes and all that. So you'll very quickly get to 99 white Phantoma, and that's just the most base level thing to upgrade your magic, which has the worst chances of getting the bonuses. Operation Reconquista, blah 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 blah. We got that same little description from Karasume. So we're going to go ahead and begin the sortie. Select members who participate in the mission. Go ahead and select everybody because we're not on a time limit. Don't need to change anybody's equipment. Select active members. When you are doing a sortie, you'll want to make sure that you have access to the cure ability so that you can heal yourself if you're... you want to have access to the cure spell if you do not have an ability that heals you yourself. And then if you are playing a character who has melee, you want to make sure you give them a ranged magic attack. And if you're playing a character who has ranged attack as their base thing, you want to make sure you have a close range magic attack. So Ace is a primarily ranged fighter, and he has Blizzard Bomb, which is an immediate area of effect attack. And Ace is my favorite, so we're going to play him for almost most of these. And then I'll do extra episodes dedicated just to reading the lore entries and replaying the missions as the different characters to unlock their different items. I want to eat some crunchy pretzels, but I don't know how loud that would be in the microphone.
Okay, move out!
Let me explain the situation on the ground, Kippo. Our forces have launched a campaign to reclaim the Rubrum region, Kippo. Your objective is to help them seize the enemy HQ at Corsa and claim the city.
Red demons. Don't let them leave here alive!
Yeah, this is just a fun little minigame. First, assist our troops in taking over Domain 1, Kippo. Next, direct our forces towards Akvi and occupy the town, Kippo. Once we've captured Akvi and fortified our rear guard, we can swarm the enemy's final stronghold, Corsa, Kippo. Let's take back our land, Kippo, for the Dominion! This is the most basic one. Victory condition, occupy Corsai. Failure condition, lose Victai. Show the tutorial for this mission. We'll go ahead because it has been a little while since I've done this, and you guys get to see the gameplay. The Dominion will launch an occupational campaign against the Empire. Fulfilling the victory condition will end the mission, but triggering the losing condition will result in a game over. Known as a little chocobo button below our map. Mission orders, Kippo, occupy Domain 1. The yellow arrow on the radar on the upper right indicates your destination. Press the side buttons to swap views, press blah to display the theater map and view enemy information. Okay, so in this case that little button represents the share icon. So we can show our little map here. But this is pretty much just a use magic and figure attacks to defeat the enemy units. This is pretty much just kind of like a battle of momentum. Enemy units will attack when nearby and when under fire. Help damage from enemy counterattacks by striking from the rear. Attack enemy units to disrupt their deployment rate and create an opening for Dominion troops to invade enemy domains.
Keep attacking, just like that. Enemy attack! All troops to battle stations!
When enemies approach, domains and strongholds stop dispatching units and begin fortification. A shield icon indicates the base is strengthening its defenses and rallying its troops. Direct allied troops to attack enemy bases on the defensive to prevent them from regrouping.
The advantage is in our favor. Keep pressing onward.
Only Dominion units can deal damage to enemy domains and strongholds. Direct Dominion troops toward enemy camps in order to achieve victory. So once these guys have made their way here, I can't actually attack it.
We took them too lightly.
The Dominion army has launched the blah 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 blah. If you do get hurt and you don't want to waste your MP, or in this case you can't use cure in the field, you can just run back and stand next to one of your base camps and you'll heal.
This is going better than expected.
Or at least you'll get MP back.
Crystal guide you.
Oh no, Dominion 1 is under fire from an enemy turret. So we're going over here to destroy this. Complete special assignments to earn control over the bases and strongholds involved. Press X while near camps with a radio icon to issue commands. Okay, looks like I cannot dodge this.
Enemy attack! Assume battle stats 1!
Let's go ahead this way, because they are doing pretty good. They're like, go over here and give them commands. So we are going to send the Blaze unit over here to Akvi.
Okay, move out! Good. The advantage is in our favor. Keep pressing onward.
And then we're gonna go invade Acme. Energy walls refortify strongholds and protect against invasion. The heart plus icon indicates the stronghold is strengthening its defenses. Neutralize enemy walls by dealing enough damage to the respective strongholds using your allied troops. We've neutralized Acme's energy wall. We can invade the town. Well, approach a stronghold and press X to initiate an invasion. Complete special assignments during the operation to earn command over the stronghold.
This is as far as you go!
Invade the town.
Oh, it's the Reds! Defend this area with your lives!
Class 0, beginning mission.
If they sound terrified of us, they have good reason to, considering we took down a frickin' Lassie. If you've played Final Fantasy 13, you know why that's a bigger deal. And as we get more through this game and see exactly what Lassie are capable of, and just how like dust in the wind regular people are against Lassie, that'll have more meaning for you. You've received a special mission, Kupo. Take out the enemy commander in under 5 minutes. Now, in this case... Oh no, the enemy commander is getting away, Kupo.
We're okay here. Send backup to the other areas.
So, because we want to be able to command the forces here, we're just going to race through here and... Your next mission is to collect 5 Phantom. We can't afford... This is war, Kupo. We can't afford to show our enemies any mercy.
Stop! I'm here to help.
So because we successfully completed those 2 special missions, we'll be able to command the forces here at
Glory
Acme.
to the
If you
Militesi
don't complete the
Empire!
special missions, you won't be able to command them. And I think it would just be kind of here and doing whatever.
Let's go, losers!
Azuma's here helping us in the
more
field.
momentum than I expected.
We're going to send them over to
Changing
Domain 2
strategy.
so that we can then fully take over Korsai from all around. Huh? The Imperial forces at Korsai have deployed something, Kupo. Yikes, that's a warrior unit. Those MAs are pretty powerful. Sneaky, careful, Kupo.
Enemy attack! All troops to battle stations!
They're going to be attacking
Not
Militesi,
good.
so we need to send
The enemy
Spark
forces
troops
have momentum. Took them too lightly.
to Korsai.
We can't let them do any more damage!
Okay, move out!
And Blaze troops are good at taking care of...
Under attack! Guard the
I
base!
didn't think they'd make it this far. The Dominion has more momentum
The
than
enemy
I
base is about to
expected.
fall. Charge in and take some war will commence. Now.
No, we cannot go down just yet.
We're gonna get our little Healy thing over here. If people are attacking your main camp, even if you can invade the other thing, make sure you take the time to defend your main camp and get those forces off your tail, because if you're running over here to invade the last thing, but your base camp falls, you get a game over no matter what. So if we look at our map, we literally control everything, and we're ready to invade Korsai. So the only enemy troops are coming from Korsai, but everybody else is ganging up on them, so they can't get the momentum. Let's go ahead and invade.
Endless red demons. Don't let them leave here alive!
Sorry
Class
if the
0,
crunching of
beginning
pretzels is
mission.
very loud. Try not to be too close to the microphone.
Fire until you're out of ammo! Take the aim! Stop!
No!
Need backup! Fire until you're out of ammo! Go, 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 go!
Alright, I'm here.
Cater's Japanese voice actors join the party. And because we have a timer for survive for 3 minutes, we're just going to sit here and let that SP mission go through. But yeah, because SP missions give us special rankings and access to special items, and because we can replay these missions later on, especially when we can just effortlessly breeze through all these enemies like they're paper. Your first time through, go ahead and just prioritize doing the special missions and stuff, and also earning SPP passively from these guys, and then you can always replay the mission later and just go through as fast as possible, mowing everybody down. So yeah, we'll just run around for another minute. But we have joining the party Minori Chihara and Satoko Funakubo. One of these is Cater's Japanese voice actor. I assume that's her, because that's Cater right there. Trying to think if there's other things I've forgotten about that I could mention while we're waiting. But yeah, that used to be a multiplayer feature, apparently. I'll eat some more pretzels.
Here to help.
Executive producer has joined the party. I do like that they did this as a replacement for the multiplayer system, because this is just a cute little way to see who all helped make the game. Instead of just watching the credits, which most people don't really read the credits, they just kind of listen to the music and stuff. Now that SP mission complete, let's go. And then whenever you enter an area with combat, you can, if you're not prioritizing mission time, you can wait a few seconds, because the SP special orders will sometimes take a few seconds to actually load in. So in this case, you can score a kill site and strike out one enemy using the active leader. You can definitely do that. Like that, which is why you don't want to spam the attack bar. Quickly grab items from these guys. I think that was the only other one. Nope. Let's see if we can get to him before we finish. Haha.
Is this
Mission complete.
the end?
Oh, I actually got an A rank on playthrough time, so me stopping to do those missions didn't even impact it. I got a perfect score on this. Okay. Very nice. So for that, I got paid 12,000 gil for getting an S rank. And I got an Argenic ring for completing a special bounty. Earned an S rank, so I got a Phoenix Pinion, which is different from a Phoenix Down. Earned 500 SPP as my total so far, so our Wizard Hat is now available in the SPP shop. Oh, harvested 100 Phantoma with Ace, so I got some item, probably a weapon for him. I'll have to check my equipment. Okay, nope, no new items yet. And the Phoenix Pinion is different from Phoenix Down because it gives the target re-raise. So that gives you a thing to re-raise you automatically when you die, as opposed to using it on somebody who's already dead to revive them. I think we got the Sand Visor from Ace's thing. I don't know why the description was glitching for a minute there. The Sand Visor neutralizes the effect of a sandstorm, which is an environmental hazard that can reduce visibility in other areas of the map. So we're all done here. We can go ahead and run in to talk to people. Especially because I think what's his face is here. Good to see you here, Cadet. I may not be as talented as you all, but I swear to do everything in my power to protect this town. Of course, is not much, but it's the only home I've got. I put my nose to the grindstone and built this house with my own 2 hands, only to watch the Empire smash it to rubble in the blink of an eye. I guess the first order of business is clearing out the debris. I've only been living here a few weeks. Never did imagine this sort of tragedy could befall such a tiny town. Well met, Cadet. Today, luck is on your side. Call it what you will, providence, good fortune, the crystal's blessing, but luck is the characteristic most essential to any endeavor. You see, I myself am also a bit of a world traveler, a treasure hunter to be precise. I travel to the far reaches of Orient in search of the rare and exotic items and sell them for profit. I suspect you lucky units might also profit from some of my insider information, and seeing as today is a rather fortuitous day for me as well, I would gladly share my secrets with you at absolutely no charge. About that insider information, let me in on the secret. You have chosen wisely, Cadet. Information is the key to self-preservation, after all. Most of my intel admittedly stems from rumors, but someone as fortunate as yourself is likely to strike gold if you heed my advice. Which of the following rumors pique your interest, Cadet? Korsai Cave. The cave in Korsai is a coral den, and rumor has it that the leader of the Pride lurks somewhere in the innermost chamber. Corals are savage felines that can slash you limb from limb in an instant, so make sure your preparations are in order before you depart. I understand there is a misty cavern connecting the Dominion and what remains of the former alliance of Lorica. Yet fog is not all that envelops the cave. A certain air of mystery also enshrouds the cavern, as the entrance to the northern corridor simply disappears from time to time. Bethnal Caverns. Somewhere in this world exists a series of caves in which behemoths run rampant. Many a legionary have lost their lives against the brutal beasts, so I might discourage you from spelunking, lest you meet in a similarly grim fate. I go there to train regularly in my other playthrough. Black Tortoise Crevasse. As I understand it, the creatures that inhabit the caves near Old Lorica are quite formidable. Only those who have completed a considerable amount of training stand any chance against the beasts that dwell within. All those who enter ought not to expect escape with their lives. Beneath the land once known as Lorica lies a labyrinth laden with all sorts of treasures and personal effects. Unfortunately, what remains of Lorica is now riddled with terrifying creatures, so if you value your life, I recommend you proceed with caution. According to my intel, beyond the northern corridor lies an enormous volcano constantly spewing smoke and lava. The interior is a sweltering inferno that quite literally melts the life right out of one's body. Several coastal citizens have reported sightings of a suspicious soldier wandering around the beach in the dead of night. Others have allegedly discovered chests washed upon the shore, so it's not unreasonable to assume the soldier may have been guarding said treasure. My informants told me of a cave situated in the farthest reaches of the Empire's southern frontier. Buried therein is an incredible device unlike any Orience has ever seen. What that device might be, however, remains a mystery. This is also a mystery to me. I haven't encountered this in my previous playthroughs. I understand that should one take an airship to the northern edge of Militesi territory, one would discover lowlands overrun with vicious monsters. Those fortunate enough to survive the Marlborough onslaught might still emerge with severe damage to their olfactory nerves. In a remote region of Orience accessible only by airship stands a structure known to some as the Tower of Akito. Supposedly, all those who ascend the myriad staircases will become Akito, but who would believe such fantasy? Have you already heard enough? Do remember that this information comes to you free of charge, Cadet. Surely these secrets are of great interest to you, yes? You need not resist the temptation to learn more. So thanks for that little guide. Halt! I'm the town guardian. Anybody who tries to enter Corsai has got to go through me first. Oh, I have to click on this again. Ooh, are you one of those cadets everybody talks about? Wow, that's awesome. And your costume looks so cool. Talk to this kid. Hey you, you're a cadet, aren't you? I want to see magic. Can you show me some magic, please? All of us here in Corsai truly appreciate all of your hard work. We're counting on you to continue protecting the Dominion from harm, so do take care of yourselves. I've always dreamed of making a name for myself on the battlefield, but I guess an average Joe like me is doomed to live in anonymity forever. Can't chat right now, I'm on patrol. Ooh, item. This was just lying around. Let's see Kahira's crystal. I'm sure this little village of ours is nothing special compared to that fancy academia of yours, but feel free to come and rest your bones in Corsai whenever you'd like. Psst! Where do you think you're going? Don't just ignore me like that, Class Zero. You and I have to stick together. This world's a cruel place. People slander those of us who deal in the dark arts, but they don't realize that they need us, whether they like it or not. Ah, this is a Phantomist, which is disturbing, to say the least, that a random person is doing this. This guy deals in Phantoma. What is Phantoma? You've probably figured it out from the fact that we're harvesting it from dead bodies, and it's top secret, and Rem and Machina are not allowed to know what it is. So, there's not really a reason to come and buy There's not really a reason to come buy baseline Phantoma, because this is so easy to get. Just from killing people with fire, blizzard, and electric magic to begin with. But you can sell Phantoma to him whenever you're at the part where you've got 99 of each. You can make some pretty decent money just selling it to these guys. And in other towns, there will be people who sell the higher, rarer ones to get. So, we are good here. Don't worry about defending Corsai, Cadet. As long as we're on a security detail, not even an ant will sneak into the town. May the crystal guide you. Let's head on home. Oh, if I don't get lost. Map. Okay. Going that way. Down. Yeah, if you're traveling and you want to avoid random encounters, you can summon the Chocobo, because the people on the Chocobo Ranch get this ton of each, and you can breed more. We'll just go ahead and get the free XP. which is useful when you're walking through an area with the overworld bosses, so you're able to hide from them more easily. That was fun. If I'd waited an extra second, I probably would have got a kill shot on that guy. There. Let's go ahead and fight. So yeah, I noticed that I'm getting a bunch of kill shots just because I've played this a lot. But if you decide to play this game, don't fret if you're not able to get kill shots. It does take a little bit of practice and timing. We'll go ahead and retreat for now because these guys are not particularly interesting. Yeah, when you're doing waves of combat in these encounters, you don't get healed in between, but when you go back to the overworld, you are healed completely. I don't believe it raises party members who are dead though, so you do have to watch out for that if you're in tougher combat. Oh, this is Zachary. We're not supposed to be here. Oh well, we'll talk to people. I can't find my puppy. I hope he's not hurt. Could you find him for me? You have my condolences, madam, but as officers of the interior, your problem falls outside our jurisdiction. I'm afraid there's nothing we can do for you, so we're gonna look for a dog. We are currently conducting research to help aid the reconstruction effort in Akvi. Fortunately, the damage sustained was less than we estimated, and the citizens seem to be scraping by at present. We honestly owe our lives, and our town, to the Dominion Legions. Thanks to strategic maneuvers, all of the fighting took place outside of the city center. So Akvi itself emerged relatively unscathed. Oh, you must be those cadets from academia. It's awfully kind of you to visit us all the way out here in Akvi. Welcome to the town of Akvi. I bet you can't even tell this place was once under Militesi occupation. We've really come a long way since occupation. I mean, just look at how happy these kids are. Their laughter is proof that some life has finally returned to the town of Akvi. Can I fight with you? I bet you I can beat up all the bad guys. Come on, take me with you. It will take years to heal the scars left on these children's hearts. The least we can do for them is let them play outside. After suffering under imperial oppression for so long, they deserve to enjoy their freedom now. A number of youths from the village enlisted in the military in order to serve their country. We saw them off at the town gates, but no one's seen any of them since. Wherever they are, I just hope they know we're proud of them. Sari, you finally came home. Oh, never mind. I saw your cape and I thought you were my sister at first. She went away to fight as a soldier at academia. Before she left, I made her promise to meet me here under this tree once everybody stopped fighting, but I haven't heard anything from her since she left. Every day I come and wait for her right here. What are you doing over there, Nizuna? Quit hiding and play with us. How come you look so sad, Nizuna? Oh, I know what'll cheer you up. A game of tag. Yeah, come on. Don't you want to play tag with us? I'm not hiding. I'm waiting for my sister. Just leave me alone. Everyone knows to keep a full stock of high potions on hand at all times in case of an emergency. No wonder this guy's all sold out. The shop I used to run burned to the ground, but I still managed to salvage some goods before they went up in flames. It all smells a little smoky, but I can assure you everything is in otherwise perfect condition. Let's see what he's got. He's got magic things and teleport stones, which we do not need yet. And these all increase your elemental magic by 2 points, but decreases your MP by 10%. We don't need those at the moment. Is there a doggy over here? No doggies or items. dog around town somewhere. Thought I saw an item, but I think it was just a shoulder pad. If you're a cadet, that means you're from academia, right? Then maybe you know my sister. Her name's Sortie. She's a regular soldier in 336 Company. Keep an eye out for Sortie, I guess. Well, I don't see a dog around here anywhere, lady, but if I see a doggy, I'll let you know. Okay, I'm going in the right direction now. No, we don't want to go to Acme, we want to go to Academia. Sometimes I do get lost on this map. Okay, south is not this way. Okay, there is an N on the map. Where are we? I'm getting lost on the overworld. That shouldn't happen. Go ahead and retreat. I might summon up a chocobo just so we can get back home. So I need to turn around and face this way. I hope I'm not gonna have to run around the other side of these mountains. So, when you're in the overworld and you get ambushed, anybody who lands a strike on you can just instantly kill you. So dodge the crap out of everything. It only lasts a few seconds, so just spend your time dodging so you don't get insta-died. And then you can go around Harvest Phantoma and attack properly after you deal with that, because you do not want to die. If I can't make it around this cliff edge right here, I might have to get a chocobo. Can I walk here? Nope. Okay, we're gonna summon a chocobo. Oh wait, we can just teleport back to Academia. I'll just do that. This one was also an ambush, but we don't have a kill site. I don't know. 5 fit in the skillet at once. Okay, because I don't want to have to walk around this entire mountain again. We're just going to go ahead and use the Return to Academia, because I actually forgot you could do that. So, Return to Academia.
Petromans 842 RG. The deployment of the Agito cadets initiated drastic progress toward the recovery of Rubrum's occupied territory. Following the cadets' brilliant success, the Consortium of 8 approved Operation Retaliate, a bold gambit to recover most of their lost territory. The cadets were informed of the ruling immediately.
The 25th Infantry is gradually being driven back. Dominion military activity is on the rise, and Concordia appears to be in league with them.
The Queen of Concordia is a cautious woman. She won't fully commit to a war.
She sent reinforcements, but she's keeping them far from the front lines.
You'll receive your orders later. Dismissed.
Sir.
I'll be requiring your services shortly.
Very well.
Is it your intention to use him?
That is not your concern. Status report.
Yes, sir. Engine 9 is operating within normal parameters. All we need to do is locate the target. Then a focused disruption should bring it under our control.
Speed up the search. Do whatever it takes.
Sir.
The gears are turning. Faster than I had imagined. I must finish this before the thunder sounds.
Dun dun dun! Hey, Lord Shuyu.
Lord Shuyu? But will that protect us? I mean, will that lead to the safety of the Dominion?
I am Lassie. Nothing more, nothing less.
Forgive my asking.
Lord Shuyu is a lessee. I trust his judgment.
Then the Dominion army will proceed according to plan, if it pleases you.
Do as you wish. There are no guarantees that I can make to you. Should the worst happen, order a retreat.
Should the worst happen.
Let us trust in the crystal's guidance.
Thanks for the warning.
How exactly are you going to make up for this?
Meaning what?
Your unauthorized use of military personnel. This is a serious matter. A man is dead.
I don't see the problem. One soldier died. That's all. And the children did a splendid job retaking the capital. Or is it too hard for you to calculate gains against losses?
Even so, there were other more qualified scouts and intelligence officers in the military for that task. Why did it have to be him? Why did it have to be Izana Kunagiri?
Because that's the one he wanted.
What?
I don't know how the two of them met. But Ace made it clear that's who he wanted.
That's your only reason? You let one of my soldiers die because one of your brats said he wanted him to come?
That's right. I needn't remind you that the Chancellor has the final say on all military matters. Surely you wouldn't oppose his decision?
Pissed her off so much she threw her cigarette.
I asked for him? He died because of me? Sana. Kunigiri.
Ace, are you okay? You don't look so good.
Makina? Makina Kunigiri?
Yeah, that's me. Seriously, are you okay?
I'm sorry. You're acting weird.
Dun dun dun! And here we start the interpersonal conflict. Small things piling up to make an avalanche. So we are going to go ahead and save our game here, because this episode is about the 2.5 hour mark. Oh, it's a little bit over that now. Let's see what he's got for us quick. There you are. I've been looking all over for you kids. You see, I have a favor to ask. One of a rather, confidential nature. The Phantoma Menace, Star Wars pun. Offers 1 Ren Phantoma for the sorcery researcher. I need a Ren Phantoma for my research, and you Class 0 cadets are the only ones that can ask for help. Deadline, mission day. Accepted. Task. All according to plan. Your cooperation in this matter is greatly appreciated. You can take on tasks, which are pretty much mini quests, or side quests. They don't take up time in and of themselves, except for when you leave academia. That takes up a set amount of time no matter how long you're gone for. So if you're planning on leaving academia, go around and grab as many tasks as are currently available to you that take place outside of academia, so you can get them done all at once and get them all done in that same set chunk of time that gets taken up whenever you leave. So in this case, he's asking for Red Phantoma. If you already have Phantoma on hand or whatever item somebody's requesting, you don't have to go out and get a new one. You can simply just talk to them again and request fulfilled, because it's not going out and getting new ones. It's literally just handing them in. Excellent. I see what the doctor insisted I ask for your assistance in this matter. And for that, we got a ferret ring. People will offer a reward for helping them out, Kupo. To start you off, I'll provide you with your first little incentive, Kupo. And then, Hatskamine gave us an elixir for that. Well met, Cadet. The administration was quite pleased with your performance out there the other day. I have no doubt that folks around Riverbone will be asking for your help from now on, so do lend them a hand. Fulfill tasks for people around Orient to receive various rewards. Undertaking one of these tasks will not elapse time. Collect a reward by speaking to the client after completing the task. On mission day, collect your reward by simply reporting to a proxy at Academia. If anyone can be of service to the people of Orient, it's class 0. So we will go ahead and save our game after talking to this guy. To think a Militesi spy weaseled their way into Brewroom undetected. First I've heard of that. Another little cutscene. That's
well, that should do it. Everything seems to be in working order. How do you feel?
Not too bad.
Are you used to the peristyllium?
Everything's going well, if you ask me. You see the reports, haven't you?
Yes, but there are some things the reports don't tell me.
Are you saying you don't want us to make you look bad?
I'm not worried about me. Besides, it's only natural for a mother to worry about her children. It's all well and good for you to go off to your battles, but do try to come see me more often.
Sure, I'd love to. If you weren't always held up in your office working on something.
I'm as busy as ever, but a mother can always make time to see her children.
Right.
I like her fancy little cigarette holder. Got a high potion for that. I'm really curious about how that scene, because that's a scripted cutscene. Like if I'm playing, oh, I guess that was me going through the wrong door anyways. So I wonder how that would go if I was Machina or Rem. So I guess I can do that if I make a new save file. Turn to the entrance, yep. Or maybe it just wouldn't let us do that as Machina and Rem. Now that we've kicked the Empire off our doorstep, it's finally safe to venture outside of Academia, Kupo. Stepping out into Orient causes 6 hours to elapse. You cannot leave Academia if less than 6 hours remain until your next mission. Head over to the Chocobo Ranch and try breeding some chocobos of your own, Kupo. So, yep, let's go do that, and then I will go ahead and save the game, and that'll be it for this little episode. You're looking to learn a thing about breeding, and I thought kids your age knew darn well everything about that. I say, this here world is just full of surprises. Breeding is when you pair up a mama and a papa chocobo and have the mama lay an egg. A chickling hatches from the egg and grows into a chocobo. It's a miracle of life. By pairing up the right chocobos and feeding them the right greens, I reckon you might be able to hatch a rare breed you don't often see in the wild. Sometimes they lay an egg or two, but I've heard that sometimes chocobo lay a whole heap of eggs. Breeding's a pretty darn stressful job for the chocobos though, so we release them when they're done. Breed chocobos? Yes. For now we just have regular chocobos and gazelle greens, which will get us a war chocobo, but you can get all the way up to like purple chocobos, I think. You can capture more random ones in the wild as you expand your area of the map that you can explore. And you'll be able to get different greens later on that have different chances of getting different hatchlings. Congrats, partner. The breeding was a success. I reckon it'll take time for any eggs to hatch, though. It shows a single egg here, but that's just a I guess a way to save on the animation costs. It's not just one single egg, so I don't think I've ever had it hatch just one single egg. It's usually multiples. But we'll go ahead and go back to the classroom and go save our game, and that'll be it for this episode. Next episode, which will be like later today and or tomorrow, I will probably... Oh, another cutscene. There you are, darling. I was hoping to have a little chat with you. Surely you have a moment for your dear mother, don't you? This portal will take you to the Alto Crystarium, a sacred spot where we develop all sorts of incantations from the Phantoma you dears collect for me. And don't worry your pretty little head about the details. Just remember that you children are doing a great service for the Dominion, and your dear mother. Why don't you head over to the Alto Crystarium and have a look for yourself? I'm sure it will be worth your time, darling. We'll do that when I come back. So we'll go ahead and save the game here. And that'll be it for episode 3. For episode 4, I'll probably take the time to replay whatever... Actually, let's go to the main menu. I think there's a way from... Oh yeah, right here. From the actual menu. So let's go to the main title screen while this is still here and see what missions I have available to me currently. So I have the first 2 missions available for replaying. So... Yay! For the garden, we have some native milkweed seed pods that are fully ripe. First time we ever actually had them get pollinated properly.
No, I think it's because it's, you know, being called aquatic, it wants to be in water. It's the one in my little bubble.
Okay. So, yeah, some cool native milkweed seed pods that have fully ripe seeds. So, yeah, so when I do episode 4, which will either be later tonight or tomorrow, I don't know how long it'll take to actually upload to YouTube. We'll probably just replay these first 2 missions as most of the characters so we can at least unlock their base achievement of harvesting 10 Phantoma with each person and get everybody some XP and stuff. So, yep, that is it for today. See ya later. Enjoy the Let's Play.